The hardest game mode in Toilet Tower Defense is Nightmare, and this is on the Toilet HQ map, so as of right now, only 0.1% of people have been able to beat it, which is 22,800. Now, that number seems pretty low, but I want you guys to consider that over 2 million people have beat Toilet City. Not only that, but most legendaries have somewhere around 100,000 exist, so only like 1 in 5 people that have legendaries actually can beat Toilet HQ. Now, I'm gonna be showing you guys the best strategy, and if you don't have some of the units, I actually made somewhat like a tier list, or like a list of what unit you should use instead of like the current one that I have up. Like, let me show you it so I can explain it. So the first unit, you need something to start off with. The best thing to use is Ninja Cameraman, but if you don't have that, probably the second best thing for the very beginning is gonna be the camera helicopter. This is only an epic, so it should be super easy to get, and since the shop resets every hour, I mean, you can literally just go up to it every now and then and hope that it's there. If it's there, try to summon it, because all the other legendaries are pretty expensive and not too great in the very beginning. The only other thing I could think of people using would be like if you had a cheap AoE unit like the TV woman or something and tried using the jetpack cameraman. Your second slot should be the scientist. Now, if you don't have the scientist, then you can use any of these other DPS units that I'm about to mention later, or another special unit. But when Cameraman HQ was new, you could get a free crate from beating it, and the scientist is the most common thing in the crate. Then when we updated Cameraman HQ, you could get a second free crate from it, and there have been multiple free crates from Toilet HQ. You can even get a free crate right now by beating Toilet HQ, so like, if not though, I'd recommend doing duos, and hopefully you can find someone that has it. I mean, it's not rare at all. 363,000 exist, and when we add trading, like, it's gonna be a lot easier to get units like that. Anyways, then you need an AoE unit, so of course if you're doing duos, the other person can equip something else, but I'd recommend only one person in your team needs an AoE unit, and I'd also recommend doing solos or duos, because those are just like the easiest. The health of the toilet scales with the amount of players, so of course the best thing you can have is gonna be the Titan Cinema Man. Now this is pretty rare, so if you don't have it, try using the Titan TV Man, and if you don't have that, then just equip the best things on this list you can and have your duo teammate equip it. Then for DPS, you actually have 4 options, so of course also the best is the Mythic. Now if you have both Mythics, then I would definitely recommend to only use one and then use the next best thing for the other one, because both these are super expensive. So of course if you're a duo, one person can have each a Mythic, but by yourself equipping both Mythics is gonna be very, very expensive. So the second best thing is the jetpack cameraman. Now I'm gonna try using both Mythics. The reason why is because the upgraded Titan cameraman can actually slow units with his AoE thing when fully upgraded, so like, that's gonna be really OP. But then you can also use the Titan cameraman or the laser car cameraman, which both do considerable DPS. Then there are many special units you can choose from. I like the secret agent just because he does a ton of damage, but if you don't use the Mythic for DPS, the upgraded Titan cameraman, then you should use something that slows things down. So of course you can use the mech cameraman, or I'd recommend probably TV woman. TV woman's AoE, so all units within her range that get on fire are gonna start going slower. Or if you want, you can use the medic cameraman, which will heal your units from being stunned, or the engineer cameraman, which we are going to buff next update, so it's gonna be even better. Right now it's not really good for the beginning, but we're gonna make it better for the beginning, and a bit better when fully maxed out too whenever we buff it. But of course that's like the rarest unit, so most people probably aren't gonna use that. So again, if you're doing duos or trios, if your teammates don't have something, then they can use 2 of these special units, but all of them offer something pretty unique. So I'd say the best thing, if you have multiple people, you could have like a secret agent, a medic to heal your stuff, and like a TV woman and mech to slow everything down. But like me personally, this is just what I think is the best possible layout. So now let's go into Toilet HQ. So here's the strategy. First thing, you need to put a ninja cameraman in the middle, because when you upgrade him, he'll actually reach the front and the back. And in the beginning, put a scientist right in front of him, because then the scientist will absorb any stuns. Well, like I said when explaining what types of units you should use, this is a very risky strategy, because like, you have the most expensive units in the entire game. But instead of getting the 200 upgrade, we're gonna put another scientist about 1 unit away from the first one on the right and on the left. So the reason they're spaced out is so you can put a lot of scientists or a lot of ninja Karen behind them, and the scientists just block all of the attempted stuns and stuff, so it's really worth it. Also, some small toilets are gonna get passed in the beginning. It doesn't really matter that much though. You can skip and upgrade the cameraman. You can also skip on this wave if you don't want any small toilets to get passed, but then the glasses toilets might start getting passed, and that's not good. And this is also the boss toilet wave, so like that is pretty risky, but we ended up getting all the small toilets, that's good. The upgrade is only 400 though, and we can almost afford it. Alright, there's the 400 upgrade. Now we can definitely get the boss toilet. The only regret I have is not getting a 4th scientist cameraman, but we're gonna be able to do that next round. There we go, and now we gotta try upgrading all of them to level 2, and we don't have to worry until wave 10, because that's when the buzzsaw toilet comes in. And by wave 7, all scientists are level 2. It's wave 9, so we definitely need to max out the ninja cameraman and get another one to max out because of the flying buzzsaw toilet that will be coming next wave. So the first one's maxed out, placing the second one right here. Buzzsaw toilet is getting kind of far, but luckily he stopped to stun the scientist cameraman. We should be fine. Yep, we got it. Instead of upgrading the scientist cameraman, or instead of the ninja, we're gonna upgrade the scientist. So now all of them are level 3 by wave 10. And I maxed the second ninja cameraman out just because like we might need to. So after we get them all to level 4, we just need to leave it and start maxing out an upgraded Titan cameraman, because for this strategy, we totally need to do that or else stuff's gonna start getting passed. So like 1's level 4, 2 are level 4, 3 are level 4, and all of them are level 4. So now it is time. Upgraded scientist cameraman should go back here. Not too close to the track though, because like if something that can stun comes over here, then he's gonna be done for. So like we need to put him closer to the back part. And this is really important because this is actually the boss toilet wave. So those guys are gonna be here. And we need to do something about it with the upgraded Titan cameraman. Placing him already starts him at 1000 DPS, which isn't that bad, but we can skip the wave once the boss toilets get closer to him. And then he can do like 2500 DPS already. So he's pretty good. So I'm just gonna skip right here and we're gonna get the first upgrade. Boss toilets are kind of going past. Doesn't matter though, because like he's totally gonna get them. Yeah, there we got the boss toilet. Now for the vacuum toilets. Now the next really important thing we need is this 3000 upgrade, and got it. After that, we're gonna go for the 4000, and then we need to put 2 ninja cameramen like back here. Trust me, it's gonna be good for when the rocket launcher toilet gets here, because we just need the rockets to not go after this guy, and when the UFO toilet is here, that's gonna be really bad. So like, especially the 2 UFO toilet round, that's what usually gets people. Now what I like to do after the 4000 upgrade, instead of going for the 8000 upgrade, which is good, but just like really expensive, until I can max out my scientist, I just like getting a second upgraded Titan cameraman and placing him to the left a little bit. And then we gotta get this one up to 4000 for that UFO toilet round, which is the 4000 upgrade, so level 4. So there's level 2. We just gotta be really prepared for this though. Yeah, here's the first UFO toilet. We should be fine, because like he's not really that good. He's not gonna get close to these guys. It's just when there's a second one, it usually comes around here, stuns these guys, runs past, and then goes into the city, which is not great. We got the 3000 upgrade, so now we're pretty close to the 4000 upgrade. Then we're gonna try maxing out the ninja cameraman, or the scientist cameraman. That's not what I said. Oh no, I've been playing too much. Alright, there, the 4000 upgrade. So now, this is the 2 UFO toilet round. This is the round we've been preparing for, guys. If these guys get too far, the flying rocket launchers will just stun everything. And if we don't get the UFO toilets, then they're gonna get in the city. It's not gonna be great for us. So we're about to get the first one already. Just needs to stop being invisible for a second. And it looks like we're about to get him. There we go. Now we're on to the second one. Yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna do it. He's at 4000 health and he's gone. Now it's time for the flying rocket launcher toilet. So we're gonna upgrade the scientist again. And we got them all maxed out on a wave 20, or not maxed out completely, but all level 5 on wave 24. Just one more level. So I think now we should actually try maxing out an upgraded Titan cameraman, because like that's gonna do a lot of damage. But it's also gonna be really expensive, which isn't too great. But what also seems pretty tempting is maxing out a scientist cameraman. So I think we're gonna just do that to one of them and then like upgrade the others. But hopefully we can get them all maxed out by wave 30. This is another 2 UFO toilet round. I don't really like it when stuff like this happens, but at least it's spider toilets instead of something really overpowered. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the rocket launcher toilets were probably worse. You just really gotta have good DPS for this round, because when the UFO toilets come by, well, it's not gonna be too great. But luckily we have the shields on, and I'm actually about to get the 8000 upgrade. There is a lot of stuff running past though, but when this rocket toilet dies, then we can definitely afford that 8000 upgrade. And there we go. Now he actually slows it down with AoE a little bit, and we got the rocket toilet right before it got to the end. The final upgrade is 10,000, but it kinda does make it go from 10,000 DPS to 20,000 DPS, which I'd say is totally worth it. And it also increases the range by 10. It just makes him like very, very OP. Then he can reach the front and the very back and just like everything. So now there are kind of 5 rocket toilets. I don't really like that personally, but there are only 2 left. We should be completely fine. And there is the 10,000 upgrade. Now he's max level, 20,000 DPS. Now we're actually gonna go for maxing out the scientist cameraman again. So there is 1 scientist. Well, now I actually have a total of 2 maxed out. But anyways, you're gonna see him. He's just going crazy with the guns. He's like dancing around. It's kind of funny. Let's see how he does against the giant dual blade toilet, which is gonna be very, very soon. It's like he just has to get that one, and there's another one like kinda stuck to him, but like the AoE thing damaged it a lot. The AoE thing actually makes up 5,000 of the 20,000 DPS, so like maxing it out is totally worth it. But now we have 3 scientist cameramen maxed out, just 1 left, and all scientist cameramen were finally maxed out. Let's go. So now we're gonna max out this guy, then we're gonna max out a cinema man. So all scientists by 31 wasn't really that bad, but now we have 2 UFO toilets again, but this time 3 flying rocket launcher toilets. So that's not great, but we are doing a bit of damage to the UFOs, so we should be completely fine. I just hope the rocket launcher stunned all of them. Now they're gonna, oh, he blocked it. So if they attack him again, he can't block for another 10 seconds, which isn't great. And there's a dual guy. 40k, 30k, yeah, we're fine, we're chilling still. And they got unstunned, so the rockets aren't targeting the Titans yet. Uh-oh, they got one of the Titans. Alright, 8,000 upgrade, that should help out quite a bit. Then the final upgrade, like, nothing's gonna really get that far, hopefully. Yeah, we definitely need the cinema man in here, because, like, these are not really stopping the vacuum toilets that much. But at least the vacuum toilets are stopping where they're in both of their AoEs. There's a final upgrade on the second guy, so now it is time to try maxing out a cinema man. And I think we'll put him... Oh wait, this is another big UFO toilet round. Uh-oh, well, I'm gonna put the cinema man, like... Uh-oh, flamethrower toilets are here. That can't be good for us. Cinema man will go right here where the ninja cameramen were, and I kind of sold them, but now we just gotta upgrade him a lot. And then we're gonna just, like, put some random ninja cameramen for 200 around, like, right here to absorb some of the hits. They are really cheap, though, so that's actually not too bad of a strategy. I just really don't want these guys to get stunned, or else that's gonna be really, really bad for our DPS, which, I mean, I'm not really using this guy. I probably should have brought the medic instead. There's a 5,000 upgrade. Now we have the 8,000 and finally 15,000 upgrade, but he already does 4,000 damage per second. That's pretty much as good as the Titan TV man. 8,000 upgrade. Now he can easily reach this front area, and with the 10,000 upgrade, he gains 10 more range, and we'll have pretty crazy range and damage all together. Yeah, this is definitely going really good. I hope the turret guys can't reach him. Nope, he got stunned by something, but at least he got most of the vacuums pretty low. The rocket launcher guys kind of just keep stunning everything. Bro, literally everything is just stunned right now, and the flying rocket launcher toilets are going crazy, but now everything's getting unstunned. The rocket launcher toilets are gone. And finally, the 15,000 upgrade. Now let's see how overpowered he is. Literally 15,000 DPS, and he has a range over pretty much everything. I think it's safe to say that we're good now that we just have 1 max Titan cinema man. Bro, look at his crazy damage on all these guys. Like, these guys, he doesn't even have to get hit by that much at all, and they are already gone. Okay, just to be safe, we're gonna get another upgraded Titan cameraman back here and just max him out. Okay, this is the round with 4 UFO toilets, but they're not getting close enough to stun him yet, and we already got them all to pretty much half. We got an 8,000 upgrade, and we're already on wave 40. Everything is going really, really good. Pretty hard, because you're just a 1 person and you have both the super expensive units, so it might not go too great in the beginning if you don't have any medium units. So, like, again, I'd recommend do this with the second person. At most, only use 1 mythic each, or else it's gonna be really hard to get that many upgrades. I maxed out the upgraded Titan cameraman again, so we got 3 maxed out of those and 1 maxed out Titan cinema man. I'm gonna go for another maxed out upgraded Titan cameraman. I'm excited to see how fast we'll get the glitch toilet and everything on the final wave. Ooh, the toxic skull toilet is this wave. He's just stunning everything, including the Titan TV man, but what he doesn't know is that he's already 100k and we got him. Bro, just look, the police toilets are spawning and just disappearing instantly. The upgraded Titan cameraman really is going pretty crazy right now. And we maxed a 4th upgraded Titan cameraman, so we have so much DPS right now. This is 80,000 DPS, pretty much like placing almost 11 normal Titan cameramen. And I think for just all the random stuff that spawns, we're gonna get a second maxed out Titan cinema man, but I'm gonna put him in a better place this time. Actually, I'll just sell these, and And I don't want this Titan Cinema Man to get stunned, so I'm just gonna put like maybe a few ninja cameramen in front of it just to block the stuns, to be honest. And we can already upgrade him quite a bit. Just one more upgrade and then he's fully upgraded. Oh wait, there's the infected Titan speakerman. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind, he's not even that strong. We already got him. Then there's a 15,000 upgrade. This has to be like the best strategy at the end of the game, because we've essentially got the power of maybe 7 Titan TV men and 11 Titan cameramen, but like packed into one very, very expensive unit. So we're gonna max out another Titan's cameraman. I almost said cinema man, but this is not a cinema man. On wave 48, the TV men, or cinema men, are just getting rid of like every single thing. Everything is just getting really low before it can even get anywhere. We're probably not even gonna be able to get max units because of how expensive everything is. We're on wave 49 though, and still nothing is hard at all. Except for the beginning of the game, nothing has really gotten back here until literally right now. Another upgraded Titan cameraman maxed out. I think we can probably max out one more before the end of this wave, but we're literally on the final wave. Actually, maybe we won't get a final one maxed out. It doesn't really matter too much anyways. We're totally gonna win this, so I'm just gonna put him right here in the back a little bit. But now's the time when pretty much everything spawns. We've got the boss toilet 2.0, 3.0, flamethrower, toxic skull toilet, and finally the boss glitch toilet. So it looks like we're already on the toxic skull toilet. The glitch toilet's already almost gone, and it's pretty much just the beginning. Okay, the glitch toilet's very low. The glitch toilet's already dead, and we got him. Is the toxic skull toilet even gonna make it to the upgraded Titan cameraman I just put? Nope. The farthest anything got on this match besides the very beginning was like right here. I don't know what's up with the Roblox going down so much and characters failing to load so much, but my character didn't load again, so I look like this. Anyways, that's pretty much the strategy. Hopefully this helped you guys beat Toilet HQ, but as always, subscribe with the notifications on, like the video. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.